Salalah to Dubai. Which road would you choose? The waterfalls, mountains, beaches, green landscapes, and Kharif weather are behind you. Now it's time to go home. But here is the question: how are you getting back to Dubai? You have two completely different choices. One route is shorter, faster, and easier on your fuel time. The other is much longer, but takes you through some incredible coastal landscapes, mountains, villages, and beaches of Oman. One is about getting home quickly, the other is about enjoying the journey. So today, we are going to compare both routes from Salalah to Dubai. And by the end, you can decide, would you take the fast inland route through Haima or the scenic coastal route through Duqm and Muscat? Let's first understand the two routes. The first option is the inland route through Haima. This is the common route, which is Salalah to Haima, Haima to Niswa, Niswa to Alain. Then you will reach Dubai. It is roughly 1220 kilometers, depending on your exact starting point, border crossing, and destination in Dubai. The actual driving time can be around 12 to 13 hours without counting long breaks. Now, compare that with the coastal option. The coastal route takes you from Salalah towards Duqm. This journey can be around 1900 kilometers, and you are looking at approximately 20 to 21 hours of driving, depending on your route, traffic, and stops. That's roughly 6080 kilometers more than inland route, and that difference is huge. So immediately we have a choice: save time or experience more of Oman. But let's see what each road is actually like. Let's start with the route most people will probably choose when they are returning to Dubai, the inland route. Imagine leaving Salalah early in the morning. The green mountains and Kharif landscapes slowly disappear behind you. The landscape becomes more open, and eventually you are back in the vast Omani desert. This is the Haima route. For long stretches, the road can feel incredibly quiet. Now, imagine doing the return journey completely differently. Instead of heading directly north through the interior, you decide, let's explore more of Oman before going home. You leave Salalah and head towards Duqm. From there, you continue north towards Sar. You make your way towards Muscat and eventually back into UAE and towards Dubai. This is not simply a return journey. It's almost another road trip. The landscape keeps changing. You get coastal views, mountains, rock formations, small towns, traditional villages, beaches, and long stretches beside the Arabian Sea. Every few hours, the scenery can look completely different. You can stop for photographs, take a break near the coast, explore a town, having a coffee or tea, watch the sunset, and continue when you are ready. But there is one big problem: time. You are adding approximately 680 kilometers, and those kilometers don't disappear, and potentially another night on the road. So the coastal route is not really competing with the inland route on speed. It's competing on experience. Now, let's ask the big question. Is an extra 68 kilometers actually worth it? That depends completely on what you want from your journey. You simply want to reach Dubai as quickly as possible, then honestly, the inland route makes much more sense. Why spend another 7 or 8 hours driving if you don't have to? But let's say you have extra time. Maybe you are not in a hurry. Maybe this is your first time traveling through this part of Oman. Then the coastal route becomes much more attractive because you are not thinking about those extra kilometers as a disadvantage. You are thinking those are 680 extra kilometers of Oman to explore, and that completely changes the way you look at the journey. The same road can feel like a burden to one traveler and an adventure to another. Coastal route is around 680 kilometers longer, so your vehicle has to burn fuel for another 680 kilometers. Now, let's talk about families. Because a road trip with friends is very different from a road trip with the family and children. When you are traveling with kids, a 20 hours driving journey can feel very different from a 13 hours journey. After several hours, everyone gets tired. If your family actually enjoys road trips, if the children like stopping at beaches and viewpoints, and if you have enough time, the coastal route can be more enjoyable. Whichever route you choose, your car needs to be ready. Remember, you are driving hundreds of kilometers through Oman. Before leaving Salalah, check your tire pressure, check engine oil, coolant, brakes. Make sure your lights are working and fill the fuel tank before heading into long remote stretches. Carry plenty of drinking water, keep snacks in the car, and it's always useful to have a tire inflator and jump starter. Also, don't depend completely on your phone signal. Download your maps before leaving. So let's make the comparison very simple. Inland route through Haima, the biggest advantage is faster. Around 1220 kilometers, approximately 12 to 13 hours of driving. Less fuel, less time, less expense. But the disadvantage is long stretches of empty desert. Now, the coastal route, around 1900 kilometers, approximately 20 to 21 hours of driving. The advantages: coastline, mountains, villages, beaches, photography, more places to explore, and much more adventurous road trip experience. But the disadvantages: 680 extra kilometers, more fuel, more driving, more expenses. So now I want to know what you would choose. 1220 kilometers through the inland desert or 1900 kilometers along the Oman's incredible coastal landscapes. Would you choose fast or would you choose scenic? Tell me the answer in comments.